All right, tonight I'm going to continue on with the 2015 Past North Series. Quick look at the points. I'm in second, 30 points behind Doiron. And it looks like the top four are pretty close in points. Fifth through ninth are pretty close in points. And then 10th on back to 14th are pretty close in points. That's all the cars that have started every race, except for Luce. He's only started 11, but he won the last race, so he's doing pretty good in ninth. All right, so this race is at Chaudiere, and I really like this track, but there's a really tricky spot in turn two, and I was just practicing here, doing a practice session that demonstrates the issue pretty well. So here I am in the blue car, of course. Here's this white car who is Moltz. And I start making the pass going into turn one, and then in turn two we make contact, and he goes flipping here. Right there. And the issue is that the AI just give you no room in that turn, and you can see it a lot better from the helicopter view here. As we go into turn one and I dive underneath him, right there's plenty of room. Plenty of racing room for both of us. Plenty of racing room there. And then all of a sudden, it's like all the room just disappears. And suddenly his left front tire is like right on my right rear quarter panel, and that's where we make contact and he goes flipping. So really the only way to avoid that is to have the left side tires right on this line, and even kind of on these rumple strips here in this in the yellow area. The only issue with that is if you go too low, then you get the tires in the dirt, and that'll spin the car out. So you can't really be an inch too high up off that yellow line, and you can't be an inch too low off the yellow line, or else bad things happen. So if you pass at someone in turn two, I have to make sure that I'm keeping these left side tires right on this yellow line as best I can. All right, so that's what I need to watch out for. So this is Chaudiere, 200 laps. There were 18 cars in this race, 97% realistic, all boxes checked. I've made two little changes to the default fast setup. I reduced the steering ratio down to 12 to 1, and I increased the front brake bias to 76%. You do have to use a lot of brake here getting into the corners, and on the default setting I think it's at like 67% or something, and I tend to like the car wants to just jerk to the inside if I hit the brakes too hard, so going up to 76% just to stabilize it a little bit going into the corners. All right, let's qualify.
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
I like this track a lot though. It's got a little more banking than Oxford Plains, and
One more lap.
oh god, I hit the wall pretty bad. Oh well, I'll probably start last, but that's fine. Aren't that many cars here,
All right,
so
there's the checkered flag.
all right, let's take a quick look at that replay. Yeah, that's kind of another thing that happens here is the left front tire will come up off the track sometimes, coming out of the turn. See, like right there, I'm basically driving on three wheels because all the weight of the car goes back on that right rear and it lifts the left front up. Just like the sprint cars when they're on dirt and when they're hitting the gas coming off the corner, that left front tire will kind of pop up in the air. It's just like that here. And then you lose traction and you kind of go into the wall. let's see. Yeah, see that left front is completely off the ground there as I'm hitting the wall. All right, well, it's not a big deal. I'll start in last. Yeah, that first lap was still almost better than Griffith here. All right, looks good. Oh, let me check one thing. Okay, it says we can go exactly 200 laps. So I'm pretty sure gonna have to pit at least once. I'm sure the AI will pit at least once. So whenever the AI decide they want to come in and pit, that's when I'll come in and pit. Unless there's a caution, then I'll just pit under caution. All right, clear 79.
Drivers, to your cars.
Weather looks good.
Drivers, start your
Where's
engines.
where's Doybron? Oh, okay, he's in 15th. He's that white car right in front of me to the left. Hopefully I can finish in front of him and get in front in the championship. This race is a little longer than the other
Get ready now.
ones.
Going green. Pit cars in.
The other races here were 150
green
laps.
Flag, green flag. Green, green, green. Outside. Clear outside. Car outside. Still there. Clear. Outside. Still there. Clear. Outside. Still there. Clear. Outside. Clear.
The AI give you a lot more room in turn 4 than turn 2.
Car outside. Clear. Outside. Clear outside. Outside. Clear. Car outside. Clear outside. Outside. Clear outside. Outside. Clear outside. Still there. Still there. Clear outside. Car outside. Clear. Car outside. Clear outside. Outside. Clear outside. Outside. Still there. Clear. Car outside. Clear. Car outside. Clear outside.
I think my car will get faster as the tires wear, so I'm not too worried about like the leader coming around to lap me. The field stays pretty compact, so I could just kind of chill here a little bit, tick off some laps.
outside. Clear, outside. Clear, car outside. Still there. Clear outside. Here comes the leader.
All right, maybe I should have been a little more worried about the leader.
Here comes the leader. Here comes the leader. Outside. Clear outside. Outside. Still there. Clear. Car outside. Clear outside.
All right, I think the leader is the white car behind me. So I think I have two cars in between me and the leader. Or is it that black car behind me? I'm not sure. This is Luce in front of me. He won the last race at Oxford Plains. not really getting pressured from behind, so I think I'm fine where I'm at. I mean, as far as staying on the lead lap. Whoa, got in that dirt just a little bit. To be honest, I don't think the AI is going to be able to do a whole green flag pit stop sequence without causing a caution. Very processional right now. I'm kind of wondering if when we pit, are they going to get 2 or 4 tires? I would think they would get 4. But I don't know. Tires, left sides look fine.
Outside. Clear. Car outside. Clear. Outside. Still there. Clear. Outside. Clear. Here comes the leader. Outside. Clear. Outside. Still there. Clear. Outside. Clear. Outside. Clear. Car outside. Clear. Outside. Outside. Car outside. Clear the cross flags. We're halfway home. Clear. Outside. Here comes the leader. Clear outside. Car outside. Still there.
Faster, man.
Clear
Let
outside.
me go.
Car outside. Clear outside. Car outside. Clear outside. Car outside. Here comes the leader. Clear outside. Car outside. Still there. Still there. Still there. Here comes the leader. Clear. Car outside. Still there. Still there. Here comes the leader. Clear. Still there. Clear, outside. Here comes the leader. Still there. Clear, car outside. Clear.
Finally.
Here comes the leader. Here comes the leader.
I can't tell if the leader is the black car behind me or the white car. I'm starting to think it's that black car. But once it gets single file, looks like I can pull away from him a little bit. Just passing Luce took forever. Okay, that black car is Polowarchik, and he is a spot. So the leader is the 57, which is a white car. So that's the car behind him, behind Polowarchik. All right, so I got a 1-car buffer to the leader.
Here comes the leader.
But man, like it's pretty evenly matched. Like every car is just running the same speed. looks like I am gaining on crew check in front of me, but oh, not gaining very quickly on him. But there might be some guys racing up here ahead of me, so I think I'm catching them. Well, only 48 to go. Are they going to pit? All right, it says I can go the rest of the way pretty easily. I don't know about the AI though. bumped him a little bit.
Still there. Clear outside. Car outside. Clear. Outside.
Man, it is so hard to pass people here.
Clear outside. Outside. Clear outside. Car outside. Clear outside. Outside. Clear outside. Outside. Here comes the leader. Clear. Outside. Clear. Car outside. Clear. Car outside. Clear. Car outside. Clear. Outside. Clear. Outside. Clear. Here comes the leader. Outside. Clear. Outside. Clear. Car outside. Clear. Outside. Clear outside. Car outside. Clear. Outside. Still there. Clear. Car outside. Clear. Car outside. Here comes the leader. Clear. Outside. Clear outside. Outside. Clear. Car outside. Clear. Car outside. Clear outside. Car outside. Still there. Clear outside. Car outside. Still there. Here comes the leader. Clear outside. Outside.
Whoa. Whoa,
Still there.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Clear.
whoa.
Car inside.
Ah.
Here comes the leader. Clear inside.
Alright, maybe I can follow the leader past him. I kind of did the slide job on him, but then I missed coming off too and got really loose. It's hard to just go lap after lap side by side with these guys like this.
Car
And now the
outside.
leader
Here comes the leader.
is not trying to pass him. He's just,
Clear.
now he's just going high. Like, I don't care about passing the leader, like, but
Car
he's,
outside.
I need him to
Clear
try and
outside.
pass the 7.
Outside. Clear. Outside.
I don't think it's
Clear
going to happen.
outside.
Like, there, I'll let you go. Go catch him.
Just 5 more to go.
Yeah, only 5 laps to go. I'm surprised no one's pit. Man, and I had the 7 too, but then I let him go.
White flag, one more lap to go.
All right, I think that was it.
All right, there's the checkered flag.
I'm shocked no one pit. I thought for sure.
The race is over. Come on in.
I thought for sure the AI was gonna pit probably between like
Keep it under 55.
lap 120
Keep it
and
under
160, somewhere in
500
there.
Seconds.
But they never did. Man, that is some hard racing. All right, let's see. Export 13, Chaudiere. 13 Chaudiere. All right. Gosh, so I only passed 3 guys and finished 15th. I thought number one there'd be some pit stops in there, and I thought also that that I would get a little faster on older tires, but that didn't. I mean, I think I got a little bit faster because I caught Mike Rowe and Kruchek and Oliver, but I just couldn't get by him. You know, if I could have gotten by Rowe like in one lap, then maybe I could have caught Kruchek and. But catching people and then trying to pass them is just, it's not that simple here. I kind of want to see this race with Mike Rowe. Okay, so this is where, yeah, I got it. Oh, see right there. Look how close he is to me. Yeah, that's what happened. See, when I kind of dove down into turn 1 to try and like dive bomb him, give him the slide job a little bit, slide up in front of him right here, and I thought that I was high enough that he was behind me. But then I glance in my mirror and I see he's trying to make that run on the outside. And so I dive back to the bottom and I get in the dirt just a little bit. And when I get in the dirt, it just gets the car all out of shape, and then he gets back in front of me. Man. So let's see. That was lap 190. When did that battle start? Somewhere right in here. So that was like 15 laps that we're running side by side, and I'm trying to get by him. And then it was the same thing with Luce too, earlier in the race. Let's see if I can find when that was. So it took 15 laps for the race with Mike Rowe to sort out. And it didn't sort out in my favor. Okay, right here, it looks like I'm passing Luce on lap 110. Yeah, right there I finally get the run off of him in turn 2. 110. When did that race start? Okay, right there I'm behind him. Yeah, about 15 laps, 13 laps. Let's see, was I diving under him here? Yeah, I was trying. Yeah, see, like even right here, I'm under him. Yeah, so I mean, it took probably 20 laps from when I caught him to finally get around him. It's just so hard because I get the run, I'm side by side, but then they get this crazy run off turn 2, and I'm having to drive on those rumple strips. See, that's the only way to like keep some room there is for me to be all the way on these rumple strips. And then they just get this launch off turn 2 and pull back ahead. And then you side by side in 3 and 4, come off side by side, go back into 1 and 2, same thing. I was doing a good job though of staying on that yellow line though, right there. Just a little bit lower right there, I would have been in the dirt. So I mean, I was doing a good job of giving them room, but it just takes so long to try and pass these guys. Every pass is a real struggle. So and there he gets that run off the outside. 3 and 4. See, I think I did a little better in 3 and 4. But then we get back to turn 2 and he gets that run. And yeah, oh yeah, we made contact a couple times coming off that turn. See, and then I think I got him past, and then he just jolts back forwards and gets side by side with me. Yeah, and it's just, it is just really hard to try and finally get back in front of them or get in front of them. Let's see from this angle. I love the camera angles on these tracks. They're really cool. See, and they give you a lot more room in 3 and 4, so it's a little easier to race them. But right there in turn 2, it's just that's where my momentum just dies, because I'm kind of coming up the track and I know that I have to get on this yellow line to avoid them. And that's where I lose my momentum and they just take off. And then I'm back still side by side with them. Yeah. That's some hard racing right there. And it's so hard to stay patient. Is it, you know, you just, after a few laps, you just want to be like, screw it, I'm just going to dive in there and hope I make it. See, even right there, I pretty much had him cleared. We go down into the turn, I've got him cleared, but then he gets that jump right there. Right in that spot, he gets that like lurch forward. And then I'm like, I don't think I have him clear. But then as we come off, see right there I had him clear. If I just went over in front of him, I think I would have been okay right there. But I try to be careful, and I only end up letting him get back into the fight. And now we're right back where we were. God, it's just an exercise in frustration. Really, like trying to fight these guys lap after lap after lap, just for one pass, when I know I'm faster than him. And I was pulling away from the leader. Well, he was kind of stuck behind this 97, but I mean, I know I'm faster than these guys, but I just can't get by. They get such a run off the turns on the outside lane that it just becomes impossible to pass them. All right, well, I finished 15th. Finally lost that lap there at the end. Turner won it. Cassius Clark, DJ Shaw, T. Benjamin. I think that's Trevor or Travis Benjamin. McDonald, Doyron. Doyron is the championship leader, so I lost a bunch of points to him in this race. Kelly Moore, Clark, LaPerle, Davis, Rowe, Oliver, Kruchek, Rowe. You know, if I could have passed these guys a little easier, I think I would have finished somewhere in here. Probably in the back half of the top 10. Oh well. All right, I exported it. Yep. I saved it. Yep. All right, Turner wins it. All right, let's bring up the points here real quick. Chaudiere results. That was the third time they go to Chaudiere in the season. There's only 2 races left at Beach Ridge, 300 laps at Beach Ridge, and then I think 200, or no, back to 150 at Oxford Plains for the final race of the year. And Turner led every single lap. All right, so I got it there, saved. Okay, export. Live races, points. Okay. Points. All right, with that finish, I dropped 2 spots to 4th. And I'm now 62 points behind the leader, Doiron. Doiron, Cassius Clark, McDonald, me, Turner, who just won that race, LaPerle, Ben Rowe, Davis, Luce, Benjamin Clark, Mike Rowe, DJ Shaw, and Kruchek in 14th. All right, tough racing, but with 2 races to go, I don't think I'm going to win the championship in this series. The cars are they're very tightly bunched with the ratings. So, I mean, who knows? I mean, one bad race and you lose 2 spots. So if these guys have issues in one of the next 2 races, maybe I'll get back up there. All right, so the real race was won by Luce. And yeah, Luce won it. And he won the last race too at Oxford Plains. Fiji, Gingra, Ben Rowe, there's Doiron, Jeremy Davis, Saint Gelais, Michaud, Mike Rowe, Stearns, Lassard, Poulin, Bejin, Poulin again, Goulet, Laperle, Roberge, and Benjamin. And yeah, it doesn't say how many cautions there were. But Luce won it by 4 seconds, which is an eternity on this track. So he must have been pretty good in this race. All right. Well, if anyone ever checks out this race, thanks so much for checking it out. That is it for this one.